Yo guys, Spider here. We're back on Nuketown Zombies. We're going to take a look at a couple other things that sort of came up, and I'm going to refer to a video from a channel called Go Styles, and I'll put a link to that video in the description. This is something that somebody linked to me to a while ago, and he had an idea or thoughts about a possible Easter egg having to do with the symbols that are at the bottom of the Nuketown sign. See, there are a total of 5 symbols, and if we start from left to right, the first one on the left actually looks like a bicycle. And I like where Ghost Styles went with this, and he actually has several videos. If you, again, link to the video on his channel, but check out some of the other videos he has with further thoughts on possible progression of this idea. So we have this symbol of the bicycle. If we go into this house, into the garage, we can see there's a bicycle that's hanging up on a rafter here, and that piece of wood that's jutting out that's actually attached to with a hook of some sort, it's discolored, like it's not colored the same as the other wood. So it's kind of drawing your attention. So you can actually shoot the bike down. I did it with the ray gun. Not sure if you can do it with other weapons. And the bike is now blown apart. So I don't know. I mean, is this possibly a first step to something? Who knows? We don't know. We have no idea. Alright, so going back to the Nuketown sign, we're going to check out the second symbol. The second symbol is actually, looks like a Treyarch's logo. Now, Treyarch's logo is actually based upon a symbol called the Trinity symbol, or triquetra, if I say that right. Latin, tri, three, and quetris, cornered. It originally meant triangle and was used to refer to various three-cornered shapes. Nowadays, it has come to refer exclusively to a particular, more complicated shape formed of 3 vesicae Pisces? I don't know. I'll link you to Wikipedia. Wikipedia is so confusing sometimes. Sometimes with an added circle in and around it. This has been used as a religious symbol of things and persons that are threefold. So we actually spent a lot of time trying to find that symbol somewhere on the map, somewhere on Nuketown. And we really couldn't find it, but check this out. Now, this is footage that I just recorded a moment ago, and check out this the street sign. So we've got Latchkey Road and Trinity Avenue. Trinity, isn't that interesting? Now, this signpost really doesn't belong here. Number one, we're not at a crossroads, and it actually appears like we're on a court, not a road or an avenue. So, not sure where the signpost is from, but that's the only linkage we could find to the Treyarch logo or the Trinity symbol. You know, it doesn't exist anywhere else on the map that we could find anyway. So that's the only linkage we could find is the signpost, Trinity Ave. Alright, so we found a link with the first 2 symbols. Well, what about the third symbol? Now, I don't know what the symbol is called. We're actually going to zoom in on it. I know I've seen it before, but I can't do a search on it because I don't know the name of it. But at any rate, that symbol also exists on this map, and check out where it exists. We're just going to move our way around the sign here and look at you can make out the symbol. It's the rotor, or whatever you want to call it, if we call it a rotor, the 2 rotors that exist in there for the counter, the 2 numbers on the zombie counter here on Nuketown Zombies. So my thought is, and we're just going on theory here, is that you have to have the counter at a particular number, perhaps, in order to trigger something. I don't know. And there's really no indication that I'm aware of on this map as to what you would set that counter to in order to facilitate this process, if there's even a process here at all. Alright, so those are 3 of the 5 symbols. We have 2 symbols left. One looks to be a radiation symbol, and the other says fallout shelter. And let's zoom in on these. And basically, I think the thinking was here that perhaps by following steps associated with these symbols that somehow we would open up the fallout shelter. Alright, so here you can clearly see the 2 radiation symbols on the fallout shelter, and you know, I know there have been videos posted, I've seen them, of people actually going into theater mode and creating a dolly cam to actually travel through the fallout shelter, and there's nothing there, but I'm not sure if this would be the same sort of idea as the Pack-a-Punch area on Transit, where unless the door is actually open, you can't see anything underneath, even if you went in dolly cam. I'm not sure if it's the same thing, but that's what I've heard. Regardless, I mean, maybe we can open it, maybe we can't, whatever. It's just a theory that perhaps the symbols do lead to something. Maybe they just don't mean anything, but I just really, really found it interesting. And again, go over and show some love to Ghost Styles for coming up with this. I don't know if he came up with it. It's so hard to attribute credit these days to original ideas because we never know if he was the first, but he was the first that I saw. And I apologize if somebody thought of this beforehand. Now, the other thing I want to discuss is there are a lot of other things on this map that are interactable. Like this power box or power meter. You can actually shoot it, it opens up, it sparks. I don't know if you're actually destroying it or whatever, but there's one on this house that you can shoot or melee, and there's one on the other house. So I basically, we spent a fair amount of time just going around the map and trying to shoot different things and seeing if they would actually move. Like this chessboard here, we tried shooting it, and none of the pieces moved. Nothing moved. I mean, obviously the mannequin heads and arms, etc., can be blown off. But there are also receptacles, electrical receptacles in this house as well as the other house on the other side that you can actually shoot, and they spark similar to the power meter box that we saw on the side of the yellow house. Now, during our process of going through everything and trying to shoot everything, we found that at the second floor of this house, you can actually shoot these items, and they fly all over the place. I don't know if they actually disintegrate or they just get. I don't see them still in this room, but they can be shot and they do disappear basically. So there are a few things like that in addition to the electrical outlets and the meter boxes. So that's about all I wanted to cover here today. Again, just theories, and if your guys are looking for something to do on Nuketown, I mean, number one, I shot pretty much every electrical outlet and the meter boxes on both houses. But perhaps, I mean, it's kind of similar to shooting the heads off the I was going to say zombies, off the mannequins. There were a couple that were pretty difficult to find, so I can't guarantee that I actually shot all of them. And perhaps something will happen if you do shoot all of them, or perhaps not. It's just an effect on the map. But the other thing is, with regards to those symbols on the bottom of the Nuketown sign, let's try and find some sort of correlation with the Treyarch symbol, with the Trinity symbol, and the sign, the street sign. Is there anything else on the map that would relate to those two things? Also, with the counter symbol, is there any sort of indication on the map that would tell us, okay, what number does that counter have to be at in order to have some sort of effect, some sort of unknown effect? Again, it's all theories and ideas at this point, but hey, nothing was ever born without an idea or a theory. So let's see what we can do here, and if I do come across anything else, I will let you guys know. And I just want to thank Ghost Styles. Again, go check him out. Link is in the description to that video for publishing that idea, and whoever it was that actually linked it to me. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Now get out there on Nuketown Zombies. For you guys on PS3, Season Pass holders should have access to it within 3 to 4 days, this weekend sometime. January 12th, look for some sort of indication from Treyarch on the release of Nuketown Zombies for you guys that have the Season Pass on PS3 and hopefully PC. Later, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'm Spider and I'm out.